Thanks for stopping by. If you're watching my video for the very first time, the first thing you should do is to subscribe. When you subscribe, you will be notified each time a new video is uploaded. That said, there is something happening in Cameroon at the moment. It's leaving people confused. It's leaving the government even more perplexed. And it is giving nightmare to Atanganji and Gongo as they strategize on what to do with the man Issa Tchiroma. Now, Isaach Bakari, of a sudden, has become that devil prophesied by the Bishop of Yagua, that it is better for a devil to take over the management of the affairs of Cameroon than for Mr. Biya to continue as president. And like things will happen, we have the devil, we have the election. We're waiting for the results after the election to know if truly the prophecy will come to pass. But there is something you have to understand. With all what has been said by political pundits, political skeptics, and you name them, there is still one thing that must be done by Isaach Bakari if he wants to get to Etoudi, because that is the only thing that is missing in Cameroon. But before I get to that one thing, I want us to look at the different names that Issa Tchiroma has been called by political analysts, political pundits, political skeptics, and you name the rest. Some say he is an opportunist. Some say he is the Messiah. Some say he is the devil to bring the needed change. Some say he is a man of the moment. But I put it in one word. Issa Tchiroma is a strategist. Issa Tchiroma has proven that he is a strategist. No more, no force. That very little can be done with little resources and within a short period of time. Now, why do I say Issa Tchiroma is a strategist? First, Issa Tchiroma was the very first person from the opposition camp to criticize government when Ilekam, the territorial administration ministry, and the Constitutional Council declared Professor Maurice Kamto disqualified for the race. Issa Tchiroma came out and criticized the three organs, the Ministry of Territorial Administration, Ilekam, and the Constitutional Council. By so doing, Issa Tchiroma won the hearts of many sympathizers, militants, lovers of Professor Maurice Kamto and the Cameroon Renaissance movement. That is the first strategy Issa Tchiroma used. The second strategy, Issa Tchiroma was the very first person to go to Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara is the neighborhood in Yaoundé where Professor Maurice Kamto resides. Issa Tchiroma went there to meet Professor Maurice Kamto and tell him that the race is not over for you. You can join me. Let us form a coalition. Call the others to see reason why they should join us to form a coalition and kick out Mr. Biya. Another very fine strategy. The wish of the people. The wish of the people. The same people who are now on Issa Tchiroma's side. A coalition. The people of Cameroon wanted so badly a coalition. Issa Tchiroma started playing his game. The third thing, Issa Tchiroma is the first and was the first to call on Bello Buba. He called on Bello Buba to join him from a coalition. He was not stupid when he called on Bello Buba. He came out first to call on Bello Buba to join him. My brother, come to my side. Let us fight together. By so doing, he is gaining sympathy. People are seeing that this is a man who wants change. This is the man who wants a better Cameroon. Whether his intentions are genuine or they are just a charade, you and I, we don't know. Let us not pretend as if we know Issa Tchiroma that much. Issa Tchiroma is playing politics. And in politics, there is no permanent friend. There is no permanent enemy. There is only a permanent interest. And that permanent interest at the moment is Etoudi. So if he has to go to Etoudi and remove that person that Cameroonians no longer want there, it is good he does so. Because there is one thing I'm going to tell you. No other leader shall come and enjoy the kind of laissez-faire that President Paul Biya has enjoyed. So Issa Tchiroma did just that. Called on Bello Buba. And when Bello Buba refused to join him, Bello Buba lost credibility, lost the love that he got from people, and all shifted to Isaach Bakari. That is why you see the momentum is growing like every second. The third thing, or the fourth thing Isaach did was to apologize to Anglophones. He accepted his mistakes. There is nothing as a man knowing that he or she is a shameful sinner and accepting that he has sinned and wants to repent. That is what Isaach Tchiroma did. I know that the communication secretary, Chris Ano, of the Ambazonia government has come out to say there shall be no election in the southwest and northwest regions. I beg your pardon. You and I know that elections will hold in those regions. Like in the past, they said so in 2018. Elections took place. Few CPD and militants braved the odds, went out, voted, and Mr. Biya was declared winner with 90-something%. So, whether Chris Anu says no election or not, elections are going to hold. Election will hold in the English-speaking regions of Cameroon. From past experience, elections will hold and the CPD will win. So now, if you look at the kind of reception Isaach Tchiroma got in the northwest region of Cameroon, his motorcade, the fact that his entire body was out there exposed to whatever threat, if there was one, is a clear indication that his message of I am sorry, I made mistakes in the past, I want to correct my mistakes, has been accepted by the young people of the regions. And that is why you saw them come out. He was with Agbobala, those who initiated this whole thing, today known as the Anglophone crisis. Agbobala and Dr. Atem, don't forget, these are the two guys who were picked up. Yes, they were picked up, they were the first who took the first blows of the Anglophone crisis. Agbobala welcomed back Isaach Tchiroma to his arms and told him, well, we will give you what is known as the benefit of the doubt. It doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. Isaach Tchiroma hails from the Grand North. And you know what I told you about the Grand North. The Grand North sends out more than 3 million registered voters every election in Cameroon. And so Isaach Tchiroma comes from that region. And you saw what happened in Kuseri. The kind of crowd. It has been one mammoth crowd after the other everywhere he has passed to have his rally. Then, Isaach Tchiroma got the validation of Maitre Sim, Vice President of the Cameroon Renaissance Movement. That is Professor Maurice Kamto's vice. Maitre Sim came out to call on sympathizers, lovers, militants, members of the Cameroon Renaissance Movement to vote for Isaach Bakari. And we are seeing the effect when he went to the west region of Cameroon. His rally in Douala is going to be big and successful. His rally in the Grand North has been extremely successful. In Yaoundé, it was successful. We are going towards that one point I told you that Issa Tchiroma must do if he has to get to Etoudi. Now, there is also the Alliance for Change. Manidem, they have all given Tchiroma their support. And the final one is Issa Tchiroma must be able to convince those people who are gathering around him now, that crowd in the Grand North, in the Northwest, in the Southwest, Littoral, Central region. By the time election results are proclaimed by the Constitutional Council and Issa Tchiroma is not declared winner, something that is certainly going to happen because there is no free, fair, and transparent election ever organized in Cameroon, Issa Tchiroma must be ready to fight for his victory. That is the big one. Fight for your victory. The crowd that is accompanying Isaach Bakari at the moment must be ready to come out and fight for the victory. If not, the Constitutional Council is going to declare Mr. Biya winner again. It is so sad when I hear Chief Dr. John Gute, Prime Minister, saying that he is the legs of Mr. Biya. He is only telling the world that Mr. Biya can no longer stand, can no longer walk across the National Triangle to campaign. He says he's now the legs of Mr. Biya. Where is the president? It was announced that he is coming from his trip overseas to go to the Grand North, the heartbeat of all the candidates and the politicians in Cameroon. Where is he? So Isaach Bakari has already sent the message out. In the Grand North, he told them that it will be you people to take Etoudi back from Mr. Biya. He said it everywhere that he has gone so far. And that is a fact. The big question is, will they heed to his call for the population to resist any form of election malpractice? Only time will answer that question. Inshallah, change is on the way.